Is it possible for a leader to be effective, but at the same time harmful to their team? This question can be seen in the leadership of Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. In this video, I will critically analyze her communication style, including its strength, limitations, and impact on her team. In The Devil Wears Prada, the communication style of Miranda Priestley is one of the most dominant examples of autocratic leadership communication in the workplace. She is the editor-in-chief of Runaway magazine, and her way of communicating is highly direct, controlled, and task-focused. Every instruction she gives is clear, but there is very little space for discussion or clarification. Employees are expected to follow immediately and perfectly. Her communication style can be analyzed as a combination of autocratic leadership, transactional leadership, and assertive to aggressive communication. Under autocratic leadership, decision-making is centralized. Miranda rarely asks for input from her team, especially her assistants like Andrea Sachs. Instead, she gives commands that must be followed without question. This shows a strong power distance between leader and subordinates.
She's on her way. Tell everyone.
She's not supposed to be here until 9.
In terms of transactional leadership, Miranda's communication is based on performance and compliance. Employees are rewarded by keeping their job or gaining opportunities, but mistakes are met with immediate criticism or disappointment. This creates a workplace where people are not motivated by inspiration or teamwork, but by fear of failure and the need to meet expectations. Her communication style is also strongly linked to assertive communication, but in many situations, it shifts into aggressive communication. She is assertive because she is clear, confident, and precise in what she wants. However, it becomes aggressive because of her tone, timing, and emotional distance. Even silence or a simple facial expression from Miranda can already communicate pressure and disappointment, showing the importance of nonverbal communication in leadership power.
Take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back, but what you don't know is that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis.
One of the most famous examples is how she communicates tasks in a very fast, minimal, and non-explanatory way. There is no emotional buffering or reassurance. This style makes her extremely efficient, but also intimidating. Employees like Emily Charlton and Andrea constantly feel pressure to perform without mistakes.
Filtered down through the department stores and then...
From an effectiveness perspective, Miranda's communication style has both strengths and weaknesses. On the positive side, her approach contributes greatly to the success of Runaway magazine. The organization maintains a high standard in the fashion industry, and tasks are completed quickly and efficiently. Her clarity reduces confusion because expectations are always high and specific.
From a pile of stuff.
However, the negative effects are also very visible. One major issue is the lack of psychological safety in the workplace. Employees are afraid to speak up, make mistakes, or even show hesitation. This creates a fear-based environment rather than a supportive one. We can observe this clearly in Andrea's experience. At the beginning, she struggles with the demands of the job because she is not familiar with the environment. But over time, she adapts not because she is supported, but because she is pressured to survive. This shows how communication style can influence identity and behavior in the workplace.
I suggest you go and drop Miranda's Fendi bag off at the showroom.
Another negative effect is emotional and mental exhaustion. Emily, for example, represents the cost of maintaining high performance under constant pressure. She becomes stressed, anxious, and overly focused on meeting unrealistic expectations, which shows how transactional pressure can lead to burnout.
No idea why Miranda hired her.
Miranda's communication also affects relationship within the organization. Instead of open collaboration, the workplace becomes hierarchical and fear-driven. Subordinates do not feel comfortable expressing ideas, which limits creativity and teamwork. In leadership theory, This reflects a low level of transformational leadership, where inspiration and emotional support are missing.
Miranda Priestley's office.
At the organizational
No,
level,
actually, she's not.
however,
But I'll leave
her
her.
communication style does
Okay.
contribute to Runaway's brand identity. The magazine is known for excellence, speed, and high fashion standards. This shows that her leadership is effective in achieving short-term organizational goals, especially in maintaining reputation and output quality. But at the individual level, especially for Andrea, the long-term effects are more complex. While her performance improves, her personal life, relationship, and sense of identity are negatively affected. This shows a conflict between professional success and personal well-being, which is a key issue in the leadership communication studies. Another important aspect of Miranda Priestley's communication style is how it reinforces organizational hierarchy and power distance within Runaway. Her position as a leader is not only communicated through her words, but also through her presence, behavior, and the reactions of people around her. Employees immediately adjust their tone, posture, and behavior whenever she is present, which shows how strongly her authority shapes the workplace culture. This kind of communication creates an environment where respect is based more on fear and status rather than mutual understanding.
You look really pretty.
Is she back? Am I fired?
In leadership
I rarely say
communication
this to
theory,
people who
this
aren't
reflects
me,
a highly
but
centralized
you've got to calm
structure
down.
where information flows downward only. Feedback, opinions, or emotional concerns from employees are rarely encouraged or acknowledged. While this may increase efficiency in decision making, it also limits collaboration and reduces opportunities for innovation. Over time, this kind of communication can create dependency, where employees rely heavily on instructions instead of developing independent thinking and problem-solving skills.
I failed. She's gonna fire me anyway. I might as well beat her to the punch.
This dynamic is especially
I'll file later.
evident in how Andrea gradually changes her behavior to adapt to Miranda's expectations.
No, really.
Instead of questioning the system, she begins to conform to it,
You have 1 hour.
showing how strong leadership communication can reshape not only performance, but also personal identity within an organization.
One copy. What are my twins going to do with that?
Overall,
Share.
Miranda
No, I make
Priestley's
copies.
communication style
And
is
have them
highly
covered with
effective in
set bounds
achieving
so they wouldn't
results,
look like
but it
manuscripts.
comes
This is an
with
extra
significant
copy to have in the
emotional
file.
and
Yeah.
relational cost. It demonstrates
Well, where
that
are these
leadership
fabulous
communication is not only about delivering instructions,
There were the twins.
but also about
Now the twins
how
on
those
the ground.
instructions impact people's motivation,
Is there anything else I
confidence,
can do
and
for you?
well-being.
That's all. Okay.
In terms of team morale, the work environment becomes tense. Employees feel pressure instead of support, which reduce collaboration and trust. So overall, her leadership is effective but not sustainable. To improve, Miranda could incorporate more empathy into her communication. She can still maintain high standard, but in a more balanced way. Providing constructive feedback instead of purely critical responses would help employees grow more. She could also adopt a transformational leadership style where she inspires and develops her team rather than relying control. In conclusion, Miranda Priestley's communication style is effective in achieving results, but harmful in terms of people management. This shows that leadership communication should not only focus on efficiency and control, but also on employee well-being, because in the long run, success is not only about performances, but also people. In the end, this film serves as a reminder that communication in leadership is not only about authority and results, but also about responsibility and how leaders influence people's behavior, emotions, and development inside an organization. That's all. Thank you.